Okay, fine. Hello, everyone. This is Sadik. In this particular session, we'll see about matrix. What is the matrix? Matrix is nothing but a two-dimensional table. So where we can see the data in two dimensions. Let us go with this particular matrix. So we'll go to the insert. Here we can see we have a table. Next to the table, we have a matrix. Now, when you go to this particular matrix, so you can see the matrix structure is something like this. So when you see the structure of this matrix itself, we have something called as the row headers. We have the column headers, and we have also the space for the values. Accordingly, you can see in this particular visual, so we have the rows, columns, and values. Unless like in the table, we just had only the columns and we used to add multiple columns, okay, fields. But here we divide the data into different rows and columns. So how do we do this? Now, what is the data you want in the rows? Say example, I want to see the subcategory sales. Okay, I'll just add this particular, say, subcategory. I'll just include the subcategory into the rows. The same way in the columns, what is the data you want? Let us add the values now. I'll just add the sales here. So we are able to see how the sales have happened for the each subcategories. Now, in the previous case, what we used to do is in the case of table, you want to add the subcategory sales for each region wise. So I used to add this particular region. So what is the region? Good. So, and then you can see, we used to say like, under each this one. So what you say, subcategory accessories and every this one, there are many regions. What is there under accessory? We have many regions. This becomes very long data and the lengthy. So what I will do here is instead of adding the region into the rows, I will add to the columns. I'll go to the columns and I'll add the region here. So you can see in the case of in the rows, I have added the subcategory. In the regions, I have added the columns. So accordingly, you can see the columns, we have the region. So what we understand from this one is, so here we are able to see how much of sales have happened for each subcategories, okay, which is divided further into the region wise. East, what is the sales? Okay, central, what is the south sales? In the south region, what is the sales? In the west region, what is the sales? And you can see this is the grand total. So how much of total sales is done for the arts, okay, irrespective of the region. And you can see this is the total sales for the east region, the what to say, central region, south region, west region, and this is a grand total. So that means we are able to see that information in two dimensions, row as well as the columns. Fine. Okay. So this is what we use this particular the matrix, where we can analyze the data both in the rows as well as in the columns. Now in the tables, we also have an option of drill. Okay, so we'll just see like, how do we drill this particular based on the hierarchies. So let me go to the hierarchies here. So let me create a new, matrix. Now this time what I want to do is I want to see the date field. So that means, date has a built-in hierarchies. We have something called as year. Year has a quarter, which has a month, and the day-wise sales. So what I'll do in the rows, I'll add the date field. Let me add the order date. Yeah, I'll just select the order date. So you can see date has by default, it has a hierarchy. The top level of the hierarchy is the year. Year has a collection of quarters, months, and days respectively. And the values, I'll add the sales. So when you add this particular sales, you can see what exactly is happening is each year wise, what is the sales? That means in 2018, we had a sales of 4,84,000. In 2019, we had a sales of 4,70,000. 2020, we had a good sales of 6 lakhs. 21, sales have further increased to 7.33 lakhs. Cool. And overall is this. Hey, now under each this one, I want to see the quarterly wise, how it has been performed. Monthly wise, how it has been performed. I want to go further and drill. So you can see here, so since this has a sub options under that, levels in that, so we have a plus sign. So generally when I say plus sign, it has a sub options. Under 2018, this is quarter 1, 2, 3. 2019, this is quarter 1, 2, 3. Now I have to drill for everything. I say no, I want on a single this one. I want to see the yearly wise or monthly wise. I want to able to drill this. So you can see when you work on this particular thing. So by default, you have this particular drill options here. So you can see we have some options for the drilling. So let us see how do we do this particular drills. Now, if I go with this drill, so you can see here, expand all level down. in the hierarchy. That means in 2018, we have Q1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And 2019, again, Q1, 3, 4. I want to see those things. So I just hit on this particular hierarchy, expand all down one level in the hierarchy. So what this shows, it shows under each year, each quarterly wise, how the sales have happened. So that means this is 2018 ka total sales. And under 2018, Q1, this is sales, Q2, Q3, and Q4. And 2019, we have a total sales of 4.7 lakhs, out of which we can see Q1 68,000, Q2 89,000, Q3 is 1,30,000, Q4 1,82,000. 2020, we had a 6 lakh sales, out of which you can see in the individual quarter, and the same thing. Now I want to see under each quarter has a month. So I can again further click on this. You can see monthly wise sales. Further, if I go, it is showing the day wise sales. What is happening? So I can just go up to the up of the hierarchies. Hey, now what I want to do is I want to get the cumulative total, like say example, Q1 sales, irrespective of the year. Okay, the total Q1 sales, Q2 sales, Q3, and Q4, which should be the not dependent on the year, irrespective of the year. So in that case, what we can do is we have this drill. Okay, go to the next level in the hierarchy. See, top level of the hierarchy is year, under that is the quarter, but I want to see the quarterly sales. Okay, but not under the year, but directly the quarter, that is the cumulative quarterly sales. So if I hit on this one, so we can see this shows me the total quarterly sales. So Q1, okay, this is the sales, 3,59,000. So this one is what is the Q1 of 2018, 19, 20, and 22. All the 4 years ka quarter one sales, quarter two sales. Or I want to see monthly. So when I just hit on this, so we can see monthly sales, what is happening. So what is the advantage of this is here I can come to know, like, which particular month we have a high sales, which month we have a low sales. We see February, we had only 59 sales, 59,000. Whereas we can see December total sales is 3,25,000. November 3,52,000. So that means November, December, you can see the sales are very good. September again more than 3 lakhs. Okay, but we can see January 50, February. Okay, totally like all 4 years put together also they have not able to achieve even 1 lakh. Okay, so less than 1 lakh. And February though is like just 59,000, the lowest sales. And you see the maximum sales happens in this particular September, November, and the December. Okay, so this is what is the analysis we are able to do. So I can go up. So now you want to create your own hierarchies. Like say example, instead of showing this year, okay, so what is that I want to do is, so I want to show this particular sales, but not for the year. I want to define my own hierarchy. Okay, say example, under each region, category-wise sales, how it has happened. Under category, I want to have a subcategory. So what I'll do, the top level of in the rows, I want a region. Fine. And okay, you can see I've just added the region here. And then what I want. Okay, in this particular rows. And then I'll just say add. Under region, I just say, let us go with location. Under region, we have a states. So let me add a state. Under the state, we have a city. Let me add a city. ABC, where is city? Yeah, cool. And values, I just want to add the sales. So now you can see, even you want to add a country, fine. So now you can see in United States, we have 4 regions, Central, East, South, and West. And this is the total sales in the each region wise. Now I want to see state-wise how the sales have happened. When you hit on this one, it shows me the state-wise how the sales have happened. Okay, but what I want is I want to group under the region, what are the state comes, then the second region states. So in that case, what I do, I'll take this particular with the hierarchies, expand all down with the hierarchies. In this case, what happens? It says central. Under central, okay, this is the various region sales. So we are able to see the central region, that is the state-wise, sorry, region-wise sales, and within that region, individual state-wise, how they have been contributed. East region has a total sales of 6,78,000 and how the individual states have contributed. South region 3.91, how the individual. So West region 7.25, and we can see how the individual, region-wise contribution. And further that it has a city. So I can further drill. So in this case, what happens? Yeah. So you can see in the central region, we had a total sales of 5 lakhs. Under that, we have a city called as Illinois. We have a total sales of 80,000. Under that Illinois state, we have these are the different cities, and each city has contributed this kind of a sales. Okay, we are able to go drill. Okay, so this is what is the hierarchical data that we can do with the help of a matrices. So I can just say, no, I want to see with state wise, or I want to see with region wise. You can just create. Okay, so we have this kind of a good option of drilling and further getting to a granularized result, and we can go ahead. Fine. Yeah, so this is about your matrix data. So where we can see the data, analyze the data into rows as well as the columns, and as well as how we are able to drill these options. That is what it is. Yeah, thank you.